Chair spins way too much. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day today. I love it. Look at that weather. Look at that weather. You can't tell me that's not good weather. That's perfect weather for working on a car. So today, what are we doing today? Today we're playing with ball joints and pickle forks. When you get to say the word pickle and ball in the same sentence, you know it's gonna be a good day working on the car. So we have a roll center adjustment kit coming for the 05 STI. It's not here yet. It's on the delivery vehicle. I don't know where the delivery vehicle's at. UPS, where's my parts? Mailman, where's my parts? They ain't here yet. So we need to get the old ball joints out of there first. I had to specifically go buy this pickle fork to be able to do this, because a pickle fork is how you remove ball joints. And essentially, hold up, let me show you this. It's kind of cool. You can't tell me this ain't awesome. Pickle forks also work as tuning forks. So while we wait for UPS to drop off our new lower ball joints and outer tie rods, we're gonna get the old ones off. I already have the old tie rods out. I think I already threw them away because I don't know where I put them, and they're gone and they're not on my bench anymore because I went through and I purged my toolbox of old tools yesterday and everything that I wasn't using anymore. So I think those are in the trash, like buried in the trash. But let's get some ball joints off. So our ball joint is down here on this hub. If we lay down right here and we kind of scoot in here a little bit, just scoot in here, scoot, just do the scoots. Right there is our lower ball joint, and that's what we need to get out. So that 14 millimeter bolt right there needs to come out. That's just like a pinch bolt kind of thing where it's like holds the ball joint in place. We got to get that out, and then we got to get that cotter pin out, and then that castle nut off. And then we got to jam a pickle fork in there and like separate that thing. I've never done this before, but I watched a video, so I feel like I can do it. I don't know. We got to take that end link off also, so that way we can move that lower control arm. This don't seem too bad. So hopefully these don't break on me. I watched a video and it like snapped on someone. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. I let this soak with PB Blaster also for a little while. I forgot to do that. I need to take that guy off. We'll get the thing off. We'll get the doodad. We'll get this clip out. Hopefully I don't stab myself with this clip like I did last time, because that really hurt. Ah! These clips, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah, now we pull it out. Can we just cooperate here? You know, I just realized, I just got so excited for this install that I didn't even tell you guys what the roll center adjustment kit does. So essentially what the new roll center kit adjustment thing does is it gives us a new outer tie rod that goes right there, and then it gives us a new lower ball joint, and what that does is it corrects the suspension geometry. Because the car is lowered, the stock ball joint, the stock outer tie rod just kind of like scrunch things all together, and we want everything to be nice and fresh and orderly. So that's why we're doing this, by the way. And plus, I destroyed my outer tie rod when I went to drop the power steering rack, so I mean, we gotta swap it anyway, so if this clip would cooperate, that would be lovely. Come out of your home, let go! There we go, clip's out. So now, what did I forget? I gotta take that end link off. Let go. Release. Release. There we go. There we go. Now we can do this area. So now we need to get, I feel like I need to do this first. Let's grab the pickle fork. Okay, now from what I've seen, the pickle fork is going to demolish this guy. So we wanna, that looks like the guy right there. And then we gotta put the handle on it. I'm actually gonna scoot the camera back for this because we gotta smack this thing with a hammer. So we're gonna put the pickle fork right there, and we're gonna smack it on the end with a hammer. All right, pickle fork, do your job. I feel like I should like loosen this before I get the ball joint all the way out. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's probably a good idea. So I think that's just a 19. Okay, that came off a lot easier than I was expecting. Oh! We're free! How the fuck do I get this out? Oh. Okay. I'm cool with that. That's it? Why is this so easy? Oh no. Oh, haha! Freedom. Why was that so easy? Is this supposed to be that easy? this supposed to be that easy? Did I do something wrong? Is it just that easy? Pretty sure I gotta take that cone off. I don't know. Or the new one comes with it. I have no idea. These ball joints don't look too old, I guess. Yeah, they do. They are like super rusty. You don't want these to fail when you're driving either. That's not a good day. Where did this washer come from? Was that behind this ball joint? I don't know, but I'll probably just keep it right there. Man, pickle forks. These things are sick. Pickle! Let's go to the other side. Look at that. Look at all this progress that we're making, you guys. That was way easier than what I was expecting it to be. I don't know why, but like everything just came out like super smooth, but it was all like super rusty. I don't know. So our lower control arm right there is not connected to the hub. The only thing connected to the hub right now is this coilover and that axle, which it seems pretty sturdy. I was a little bit like stressed about if the axle was gonna have too much stress on it from this just like hanging out right here, but it seems solid. Like I'm not worried at all. So let's go get the other ball joint out and then we'll take a look at them. But hey, much easier than what I was expecting. I feel like these ball joints came out way easier than I was expecting them to. I don't know why. All the videos I watched on doing ball joints on these cars made it seem like they were a huge pain to do. Like they were rusted in, didn't want to come out. I don't know if these are the original ball joints that came on the car. They look pretty rusty. They look like they lived a pretty good life. I don't know. I'll show you guys these in a second here. But I'm pretty much on standby at this point again, waiting for parts. I'm always at the mercy of UPS, FedEx, or USPS. One of them's gonna bring us some parts today though. So I don't know how old or just how old these things are, but like they have a lot of surface rust on the top of them, so that doesn't really give me an indicator. I'm gonna guess maybe 10 years old. Maybe they've been replaced at some point, I don't know, but we're about to replace them again. I'm not gonna toss these in the trash quite yet, because some of the videos that I saw said to reuse that cone right there. I don't quite know how to get that cone off, but we'll figure it out one way or another. So we're on standby for UPS to show up, but I have one announcement. So we got a pretty late start to the day today. I had a couple of meetings I was in, but one of the meetings was with our boys over at Chemical Guys. Now, you guys know I use a lot of Chemical Guys stuff on all of my cars. They're not sponsoring. I'm not affiliated with Chemical Guys or anything like that, but they sent over one of their starter kits to do a giveaway for you guys with. So in an upcoming, I'm going to pick it up today, so in an upcoming video, keep an eye out for that. We will be doing a giveaway of a complete like Chemical Guys starter kit. I gotta, like I said, pick it up today. I'll do some like product shots of it, some like cool videography, some cinematic gold, and then we'll do a giveaway. So until then, well, actually, until I'm like done waiting for UPS, I don't know. I guess I'll go respond to some of your guys' comments right now. And then we'll get back to putting this lower ball joint kit in. So fast forward in time. It's now like 4 or 5 hours in the future. And we now have our new ball joint kit, or our new roll center adjustment kit from Super Pro, which I'm actually glad that it's like silver and black instead of that blue color, because I'm not a huge fan of like the Super Pro blue color. It's not a bad color, it's just not my style. So this is what we're working with here. So these are our new ball joints. They seem pretty much identical to the stock ones, but they look a lot better, let me tell you that. I think the real difference here, I think the ball joint height is a little bit different, and I'm pretty sure the toe arm length is a little bit different. So we're gonna get the ball joints on first. Once the ball joints are in, we'll get the outer toe rod, outer tie rod, not toe rod. It does affect toe, but it's not a toe rod, it's a tie rod. We'll get all of this on, we'll get everything hunky-dory, we can get the wheels put back on, but check it out, we got the giveaway item, you guys. So it showed up to the P.O. box today, so I'll have details on how to win this. It's Chemical Guys best detailing kit, obviously you guys can read, comes with like their speed wipe, citrus wash and gloss, which I pretty much used washing all my cars. This stuff, this VRP, what is this, vinyl rubber plastic? I've never used that before. I have used this and I've used this, never used that. Those are awesome also. So someone's gonna win this. I don't quite know what the giveaway details will be quite yet, but keep an eye out for that in the next video. So let's jump into this. Even though it's dark out right now, that is not going to stop us from getting this roll center adjustment kit on. So I'm gonna start with this annoying side first, just because there's like no space to work right here, and then we'll jump over to that side. So I'm pretty sure that you just slide the ball joint up into its home, and then you put the little stud through the bottom of the control arm, put the nut on there, and then you gotta like tap the control arm or the knuckle with a hammer, and then it's supposed to like seat it in. I don't know, we'll figure it out. So I think the smart decision here, well, let's first get this guy out the way since he's kind of free moving right now. I think the first smart decision is getting the cones off of the old ones and putting those on here. Let me grab those real quick because I kind of forgot those. But I think I'm gonna clean out in here and then clean out up where the ball joint connects. right up in here just to get any old like dirt, rust, or grime out, just so everything seats nicely, because we don't want anything not seating nicely. Whose hair is this in my fender liner? Ew. Let me grab the cones for these guys real quick, for that guy. All right, so I got the insert out. I just threw the old one in the vise and just smashed it with the pickle fork to get it out. So the insert will just slide in there like it did before. This new ball joint, we will pull out of there, get him slid in his home right there. Wow, that sits a lot shorter. Let's get this guy like started. So I'm just gonna tighten that down just so it sucks the ball joint down. And we're just gonna lift this guy up. No, we're not. Control arm's gotta go down. What if I just loosen the control arm? I don't think I can do that. Okay, I've got a pry bar. Okay, come on. Okay, there we go. Now I need a hammer. Okay, what if I take it out first? Can I even take it back out, or are we too late? Are we past that? Alright, give me that. Like, how do I get you in there? Like, that's what I want to know. That's fully in, baby! Alright. So now I gotta get this into the lower control arm. I feel like this was probably the easier way to do it. But see, now I gotta fight with this. How do I get you? Okay. Sick. Okay, so just a lot of force. Just a lot of force. Woo! Dope! Look at that, we got a ball joint. We got a fucking ball joint. Now we put the nut on. Go on, do your thing. Go on your home. Okay, what's going on here? Why are we not wanting to thread in? I'm not gonna say this is like the worst install, but you know what? It's not that bad. I just want a little PB blaster in there, my friend. That's a lot more PB blaster than I wanted, but you know what? At least I know it's been blasted. Look at that. We have a new lower ball joint. Look at that. That's awesome. Now we gotta put the tie rod on, which is going to connect to the inner tie rod. So I left the bolts on there from when I took off the stock ones, just so I'd know where to set these, so that way we'd be somewhat close on our stock alignment, or when we put our alignment back on here. So hopefully that's the case here. Oh, I need to make sure I have the steering wheel straight. Hold up. Now our steering wheel is straight. So now I can get this guy in. There we go. I'm gonna get this castle nut on. I gotta grab the torque specs for all this too, because I have no idea what any of this gets torqued down to. Castle nut. I need to do a Googles. Actually, yeah, I need to do the Googles to see what we torque those down to before I put the pins in. Uno momento, my friends. So right up top right here is our new outer tie rod. This is all Super Pro, by the way, which I believe I mentioned earlier. So we have new tie rod right there. And then right there is our new ball joint, which actually looks 1,000 times better than the old one. The boot's not crusty or anything like that. So definitely nice to have a new ball joint down here. We'll probably, like I said, the wheel hub or the wheel bearing, like there's a little side-to-side play. So at some point we'll swap out the wheel bearing also, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. For now, this will be perfect. I got the alignment as close as I could right here to what it was before, just because I used this nut here to mark where the old tie rod stopped. But it's going to change anyways, because the length of this is going to be a little bit different, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's one of the benefits of having this roll center adjustment kit. So now that this side's done, I'm going to just time lapse through the other side, because these cotter pins down here just break my balls every time I go to do the cotter pins. For some reason, they just never want to go back in. So let's go knock out the other side. So I've got both sides on now, and I noticed something. When my steering wheel is straight, the alignment is, hold up, the steering wheel turned again. So when my steering wheel is straight, either my toe is like really off, and I mean like really off. It looks like I'm towed left. I'm towed left on that side, and this side we're towed out over there and we're towed in here. So that makes me think when I dropped the power steering rack, I didn't line it up right. So I'm gonna try to mess with this linkage here and see if I can get this to like straighten out. I have it, maybe, oh, is that light dying? Why are you dying? You're plugged in. Oh, no, you're not. There you go, now you're plugged in. Sorry, light. Hang out right there. So that makes me think either the steering linkage right there isn't centered, or my toe just really is off. Who knows? I mean, it could just be really off. But the fact that that's towed out and that's towed in makes me think that the steering linkage is off. So if so, it's probably off by a couple teeth, which is a little bit of an annoying fix, but I'd rather just take care of it now. So let me mess with this real quick, get this straightened out, and then hopefully everything is like perfect. We can get the wheels back on. Got that situation taken care of. That wasn't enjoyable, but what I had to do is refine center on the steering rack. So when we dropped the steering rack and we dropped the shift linkage, or not the shift linkage, the steering linkage between the steering wheel and the steering rack, I did draw 2 marks on it, one on the steering rack side and one on the shaft side where the linkage is. Now, at some point when I was doing that power steering rack, the Sharpie mark rubbed off, so I would highly suggest like a paint pen if that's something you guys are gonna do. But the Sharpie mark rubbed off, so I kind of guesstimated where I thought it was. And why is that light still on? You can turn off. And I think I was a couple teeth off. So what I had to do is turn the steering rack by hand without the linkage attached, all the way one way, then all the way the other way, count the turns, then find center, and then that's center of the steering rack. Once that was done, I just put like a little Sharpie mark on there, this time with like red Sharpie, so that way I'd actually see it, and I was very careful not to wipe any of it off. Once that was on there, then I had to go find center on the steering wheel, which if we have a clock spring issue later, it's probably my fault, and that's going to be something that the dealer has to fix. I have never had good luck replacing clock springs in steering wheels. It's just I've never been able to do it correctly and to have all like the fault codes and everything go away. So if we do have a clock spring issue, the car's going to have to go to the dealer and they're going to have to repair that one for me, just because unless anyone has any clock spring tips, because your boy doesn't. But we do have our new ball joints on there. We do have our new outer tie rods. I kind of eyeballed the alignment to get it back in spec. We are going to have to do a full alignment on the car, so we'll just do a string alignment like we always do on all of our cars with this one, just to get everything back in spec. I'll probably just do the front end and have a shop do the rear end and validate my front end alignment. So that's knocked out. Now tomorrow we can just focus on the motor when the new valve buckets show up, because we're going to be waiting for UPS to drop those off tomorrow, and I'm still waiting on one to show up at Subaru just because flat iron tuning didn't have one of the sizes I need. But glad we got the Super Pro kit on the car, and glad that we got the giveaway stuff here. I'm super excited to be able to do that. Like I said, keep an eye out in the next video for how to enter the giveaway. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but I'll brainstorm something. That's weird. I'll brainstorm something up. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, purple, silver, bronze, whatever color it turns for you, because apparently it turns different color for everyone. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one quite yet, but with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!